Our Jeff Pegues joins us now from Washington. So, Jeff, when you look at what Attorney General Sessions said to Senator Franken in that confirmation hearing, will the Trump administration be able to make a case that what he was saying was not misleading?
Well, we'll just have to see. But Vlad, as you point out, that's an important part of this right now, especially in the short term. What he testified to during his confirmation hearing, and was it misleading? And so in the short term, I think for Attorney General Sessions, that is the real problematic issue here. The discussions with the Russian ambassador, that could down the line be an issue. But in the short term, it's all about his testimony there on Capitol Hill during his confirmation hearing and how he handles the response to what he said then and how the White House, frankly, handles it as well.
And Jeff, we know that we've heard in your report there's increased pressure. Obviously, we heard the statements from Democrats, also Republicans who want the Attorney General to recuse himself from any Russia investigation. But what's ultimately the threshold for recusal in a situation like this?
Well, that's a little murky. To be quite honest, on this topic, and we have several people looking into it. Major Garrett has been reporting on this as well. There is an independent counsel law that expired in 1999, but the Department of Justice retains the power to appoint an independent counsel. And there is also the issue of what's happening at the Department of Justice right now. Jeff Sessions, of course, the Attorney General, but he doesn't have a deputy at this point. A deputy has not been confirmed. So there is uncertainty here about appointing an independent counsel. Of course, you have Jeff Sessions saying that he will recuse himself at the appropriate time. So we'll just have to see where this one goes as well.
Yeah, it's interesting, Jeff. In just the last hour or so at this early day here, Jason Chaffetz, who's the chairman of the Oversight and Government Reform Committee, has just put out a tweet. AG Sessions should clarify his testimony and recuse himself. If he decides to do that, if the Attorney General decides to do that, what happens next?
Well, Vlad, that's another good question. What we know is that this is a story that is not going away. Last month, as you know, the president, during that press conference that he gave, noted that the Russia issue, in his words, was a ruse, was a scam. But this is a very serious investigation, and we're seeing now how it appears to be broadening. You have Jeff Sessions now acknowledging that there were contacts with Sergei Kislyak, the Russian ambassador. Kislyak, by the way, another interesting figure in this because he turned up in the Flynn investigation as well. Mike Flynn, who resigned last month because he misled the vice president about his contacts with Kislyak. And then you have Paul Manafort, the former campaign chairman of the Trump campaign, who has been under scrutiny for his contact through business dealings with Russian officials. And then you have a guy named Carter Page that a lot of people don't know about. We've talked to him, but he is also under scrutiny because of his business interests. And then you have another person named Roger Stone, someone that we have spoken with, and we will have more from him. So this is an investigation in which the scope appears to be growing here. So this is not a ruse. This is not a scam. This is something that is continuing. The FBI counterintelligence unit is digging into this.
Jeff Pegues, we thank you as always for your reporting. Appreciate it.